The start of the season is officially here, lads and ladies, on the Sorare Euro Profit Challenges. What we've all been waiting for with eager anticipation, cupped penises, and bated breath, because my final team is complete. Got Pickford, Tarkowski, Guimaraes, and Alexander Isak in limited form, with a common Erling Haaland to round out the team, coming to a grand total price of about £135, which, is a fucking decent amount of pounds, right? I mean, I already had Pickford from some England international fixtures last season, so it only made sense to transfer his utility across to the EPL for this series, and I've paired him up with Everton ever present at the back. Tarkowski, he was really cheap, right? And, his scores they're fine, they're solid, he's a consistent option, and I'm thinking Everton will perform a bit better this season. Then these two should be a part of that, and they should get some decent scores at the back from time to time for sure. I just think there's too many teams that are weaker than Everton in the league at the moment. I don't even feel like Everton have got that much better. It's just I feel like the quality near the bottom has got worse. So I think Everton will survive on the fact they are the least shit of some of the teams at the bottom. Shout out to Silver Thursday Club extraordinaire and Everton fan Johnny Dornado. Congratulations on being slightly less shit this season. Midfield and forward, it's then Newcastle strong in Guimaraes and Isak. Guimaraes is a banging player and smashes out some big scores, especially on the AA front, which is going to be a big part of any team in this series, and hopefully he's going to be a big player for Newcastle in the EPL and the Champions League as well, so a bit of double utility there. And then, Erling Haaland, the common choice, is an obvious player to pick here for obvious reasons. In case you were unaware, the man, he does in fact like to score goals, so goals are good in football, so hopefully he does more good football and scores more goals for my team in football. It would be great. I've even then got Pau Torres from Pryor, who now represents Aston Villa, as an option, so he's a good one to have available in the tank there if I need him. I just opted against him this weekend as Newcastle and Villa are playing against each other, so don't want any goals for Newcastle to cancel out Torres' points at the back. Always best to avoid competing matchups like that, and unfortunately I was unable to do this with my La Liga lineup this weekend, where Rui Silva and Danny Parejo are playing against each other. So, hopefully Betis keep a clean sheet with lots of key last man passes from my man Danny Parejo to get that AA score up. I feel like that might be a lot to ask for, but I'm going to ask for it, so it would be enjoyable to me and my team. So let's do it. And then, as mentioned, I lost Pau Torres as my option at the back, and Ousmane Dembele looks set to join PSG, so I doubt he'll play for Barca this weekend, so I've had to go out and source two new players in Gaia and Fede Valverde. Now, Gaia is, everyone knows who Gaia is. They know he's a decent left-back for Valencia. He's shown previously he's definitely capable of hitting some high-end green scores, even if they are a lot more sporadic these days. And, Fede is a class player in his own right. I mean, bit of a quiet second half of the season after the World Cup. But hopefully a summer of rest has done him a world of good, and he is ready to start the season off with a bang. I imagine he may operate more in an attacking role this season, what with Bellingham joining behind him in midfield and Modric and Kroos staying on for another year. So, hopefully he does well, and he's lining up alongside his Madrid teammate, Vinny Jr. as the common card there. So, a decent setup for sure. I just can't say as much for my Liga Un setup going into the season, It'll be helpful when Dembele to PSG is officially done, as he'll then be an option there. But currently we're operating with Bizot, the 8, Teddy, Tuma, Benji captaining the team, and fucking Marcus Coco as my common card here. And, I'm not going to lie, I panicked a bit here, lads and ladies. Shit hit the fan, in sober terms, so to speak, because I completely fucking forgot about the 270 points gap and only left myself 36 points spare for my common forward spot. A big faux pas from me, which I'm pretty sure is a French expression. Really getting multicultural today on the channel, lads and ladies. But maybe we can get some first game week of the season magic going. Bundesliga and Serie A not back until next week, but we are raring to go in all competitions. Those teams are waiting in the wings. So for now, let's check out the Excel spreadsheet here, because everyone loves a bit of Excel excitement. And here on the left side of the spreadsheet, I've got my 5 teams and their associated costs. So obviously, that's all of the individual leagues, the EPL, La Liga, Serie A, Liga Un, and the Bundesliga. And then I got a little table below denoting the amount of fixtures in each league. So I'll get 186 attempts this season, give or take, barring the odd anomalous game weeks with varying amounts of fixtures here and there. But, overall, roughly 186 attempts of winning a reward. And then if you crank your craniums to the right, this will reveal my transfer history for the series. Obviously, you can see all the players that I've used in my teams already there, and there's some additional players dotted about who I've bought for the series but aren't currently yet being utilised. For instance, Ousmane Dembele until he goes to PSG, or Lucas Holler and Aki Williams and so on. There are options to have in the account, and it's good to just have them in there as a backup option. But for now, we're not using them, but we still have to factor their cost in, and of course, any revenue generated from their resale. So that would be nice if we get some future use out of them or some future value. And then from column K to column O, I've got some overviews for the series. Of course, the total spent, the total sold, the total won from any rewards, and the sum of all of those parts in a profit and loss column, which right now is looking pretty grim. Your boy is £500 in the negative here. But, you know, you got to spend money to potentially still not make money, so we will see. But overall, how confident am I for this season and this series? Yeah, not fucking much, honestly. But of course, the main thing here is to have fun, lads and ladies. A lesson from Royalivi there. And you can't have fun without winning money, of course. So let's hope we win some fucking money. And of course, I'll catch you next time, because I